My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Silent. I was so slow. Ah, god damn it. I'm sorry, Tress. I didn't mean anything by it. I was just off guard. I don't even have coffee with... I haven't even had coffee today. Hang on, I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'll be back in a sec. And back. Alright. Now, let's see what this glam situation does for us. But also what this map has in store for us to set up. If I feel really cocky, I could take that elite there. I suspect I won't. Yeah, so the whole point of this line would be getting very few card selections, but a lot of other ways to gain power in the question marks and shops and rests. And so we'd be looking to thin deck with whatever card we get from the glam. That'd be really valuable if it's a poison card, for the sake of the Lagavulin. Just defend through that first turn because we can. I don't think we can kill the backline next. Whoa, hang on. Maybe we can. Triple strike draw? That's not triple strike draw. There's got to be a better way to partition this damage then. Get prepared to kill the backline next turn, and then split its damage to the front line. That only works with the triple strike draw here. Okay, well now I need to draw 3 strikes in a single turn or I take a appalling amount of damage. That's not 3 strikes in a single turn, so... Good thing we had the Survivor in hand. Only took 4 damage. And took him out thereafter. Alright. Compelling. None of these are offensively powerful, so I don't think we'll be able to thin deck with any of these. That's not where I'm looking to be. Is any of these more abusable given some other interaction that I'm not thinking of at the moment, like... Every time you debuff enemies, a thing that exists in Necrobinder, but not here. No. The realistic answer is we probably just take that blur and then use that to defend for 2 turns pretty effectively. It's just not very inspiring. It'll be very useful, absolutely, but I still got to solve the main problem of the run, which is how do you damage the enemies? Compelling. There's an argument for up my sleeves and then going back to thin decking, because then we can just hit the up my sleeves down to 0 cost pretty quickly while playing out other Shiv support cards and defending ourselves through the first cycle. Alternatively, we could take dash, reasonable damage, as well as it comes with block, which is often going to hit either on our blur turn next to the blur, or the turn after, or the turn after that. I think this one kind of just comes down to whatever you want, right? I don't think Deadly Poison is a good idea, just because the other 2, I think, give us much more to work with. I'm going Relic from the past. Oh, Hand Drill! Whenever you break an enemy's block, give them 2 vulnerable. That's really useful. For a character that is unlikely to be able to apply vulnerable. It's a beautiful thing to get access to. That'll get it set up to finish the fight without taking any more damage. I'm happy to take a Cloak and Dagger this early, especially alongside that Blur. Yeah, because I really do need to enhance the actual amount of damage in this deck, because this fight is probably going to take like 20 HP from me, just because I don't have enough damage to kill them. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna fix something about that turn. I'm gonna use my speed potion before I play that Blur. Do absolutely everything the same on the first turn, and then on that second turn, before I play the Blur, use the speed potion, because I need to take as much of my time just being aggressive in these next 2 turns to even possibly get out of here without losing a bunch of HP. Yeah, 33. Like, that's... Oh, boy. Oh, God, this is bad. 21 against that 8, 13 incoming. Thank heck I struck as much as I did last turn. It's the only way we survived that fight at all. That's rough. That's what I meant when I was talking about, like, we really want the Glam to be a source of damage. Yeah, I don't think that Elite Path is going to be happening anymore. Let me just wipe that one off. I think backflip, draw with block makes a bunch of sense here as well, but I need to take Dagger Spray. I just can't take the other one. It's just not possible for me to take the other one, unfortunately. Oh, sick. Dagger Spray gets a lot better with the enchant for Sharp here. 50% more damage for that card. So glad to have Dagger Spray. Oh my god, I've never been happier to have a Dagger Spray in there. I'd love to have drawn it. Oh, that seems like a fun thing to have done with my Dagger Spray. Okay, that's going to be... That Corpse Slug in the front line is now dead next turn. Should have played the Survivor there instead. Oh, disgusting. Second up my sleeve is probably way too much. Bleeding Strike is decent source of damage, works with any Shiv thing that we'll be working with, which we don't really have good money for that shop yet either. Pendulum every 3 turns, draw a card. Let's go with the upgrade 2 cards. Oh, it strikes rough. I tried to dodge a shop, and then here we are at the shop. At the very least, we do get something that does make Shivs more potent. Which is exactly the kind of thing that we needed to pick up there. I don't think I can take any other cards. I think I have to save my value right now. Neutralize needs a second turn of weakness. Go from the base. I was really hoping to see something related to, God. This isn't going to be good damage for the Lagavulin Matriarch. It's going to be really bad damage, in fact, the Lagavulin Matriarch. I'm going to take a Copper Predator for that. I need cards that won't lose all of their damage after the Lagavulin Matriarch casts its thing once. We play Blur and Predator here for safety. First shiv of each turn will deal 9 more damage now. Prepared. Flick Flack and Leading strike. I'm happy to take prepared just because they're oh, God, do I need it though? It could be dead weight here. Not up against a boss where it's especially important to have that. I don't think I have the damage to push through this actually. Phantom Blade, Cloak and Dagger neutralize. We need to start getting up my sleeves. Yeah, so you're going to wake up this turn no matter what I do. Oh, next turn I'm going to draw an extra card. I should have played Pendulum. I'm going to speed pot this turn to double that blur, get a Cloak and Dagger, Shiv. 18. You will block. There we go. On a later turn, giving us the opportunity to hit you with another hand drill for vulnerability, which is going to be really useful. But unfortunately, you block right before you do your debuff turn. Predator, leading strike, strike. And I'll throw a Shiv as well, because Pendulum's going to fill our hand next turn. I do feel like I have to throw these Shivs before they do half damage now. It's only going to be important to play one Shiv each turn after that. And I do feel like I'm in a damage race more than I'm in a defense race here, so I'm not going to blur. I'm going to Shiv for 13. I do suspect I've already lost still, though. Three damage from a vulnerable Shiv on an enemy right now. What? Alright. This is the last turn I have to kill. Okay. We got it. Only just. Serpent Form, Shadow Meld, Murder. Probably Serpent Form, actually. Oh, no. Shadow Meld with Blur. We can set that up. Give me your LA plans, please. Enchant all strikes in the deck with Tez Katara's Ember. You know, it is kind of compelling when I have all of them already there. Big Hug, remove 4 cards from the deck. Cycles are worse. That's going to be way worse for us because we can't destroy the cards in the cycle that easily. So it's probably Toy Box or Nutritious Soup. Nutritious Soup does give us a lot more aggression, which is what is lacking from this deck. So it's kind of hard to argue that that's not possibly exactly what I need. It's just then I have to figure out how I turn that into long-term success, because that's like, yeah, this strike will deal 13 damage for 0 energy, but unless I'm drawing a ridiculous amount, that doesn't end fights. I am already encouraged on this floor to start accounting for draw a bit more. All right. Let's do the soup. I need the damage. It's very much now going to be about making something of the soup. I have to figure out what... Like, you know, if I can find a kunai or a shuriken, it solves immediately most of the problems with having taken the soup. Easy. Let's take you down, then... Start working on the one that will be attacking next turn. I do wonder if there's play in a second Dagger Spray here. Because I have no other AoE in the entire deck. Ooh, Centennial Puzzle, as well as a little boost of money. Oh my god, a second chest in a row, thank you kindly. We also get Strawberry and another little boost of money. How kind of them. Got him. Happy to take a single piercing whale easily, though. Ooh, Wongo's featured item is Paper Crane. Enemies with weak deal 40% less damage rather than 25% less, rather. I also really would have liked the locked box. I don't have a shop guaranteed on my path. Yeah, give me the Paper Crane. I need to be more certain that I'll be perma-weakening my enemies now, though, so leg sweep is, like, extremely high priority. Let's make sure Shadow Meld doesn't cost us anything to play, so I never have to decide whether or not to play it. I just play it. Phantom Blade's out on turn 1. Ooh. I can take out one of those tough eggs with this, and I can take out another one with 2 of the shivs. I'll do that. I couldn't have known I was going to draw AoE cards the very next turn. I could have reasonably suspected that was probably the case, though. Alright. Upgraded Sucker Punch. 10 damage, apply 2 weak. I'm not saying it's great. I am saying it will help us perma-weaken the enemy, and that's enough. I'm currently holding potions to be able to perma-weaken enemies. Although Radiant Tincture would be a really useful potion in one of the upcoming fights. Specifically in the first 3 turns against the boss. Am I facing any elites on my line? I am, yeah. I'm taking the tincture. Oh, come on. Couldn't have got this in one of the earlier chests? Huh? Potion belt gives us 2 additional potion slots. I need Cloak and Dagger to get the extra shiv. And Phantom Blades to do 3 extra damage every turn. Oh! Yeah, I'll take the Power Potions here. God, do I go all in? I'm doing it. Extra 100 gold, please. That question mark's gonna be a shop, and I'm gonna look like a GD genius. A genius! Alright, I think we're all good. That'll do it. Counts. 20 damage, the next skill you play costs 0. I'm not against having a single copy of that. Oh no, the other one's Blur. Sorry, buddy. It is a shop! I'm a genius! Give me 300 gold for my foulness. Intimidating Helmet. When you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. Whenever you gain gold, increase your max HP by 1. Should have bought that before I threw the rest of them. I'm not surprised. I don't think Intimidating Helmet is going to do as much as I need it to here. What about Footwork, Happy Flower, card removal? I guess the main problem with that is card removal is probably a defend. This deck still doesn't feel like it has good direction, so like scaling my defense, especially with the 2 blurs in the deck, makes sense. So Footwork definitely. Happy Flower as well, I need the energy. And then I'm going to take a backflip and remove a defend, so I'm effectively just upgrading a defend to draw 2 additional cards. Okay. I'm comfortable using the Radiant Tincture in this fight. I gotta play a decent amount of skills to get through this. Good thing we got Piercing well. Okay, that was really, really, really effective. Gantrel's incredible. Snecko Skull. Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. I gotta say, if I saw the Envenom now, I would be thrilled. I would absolutely snap up that bad boy. This is gotta be an upgrade for Footwork. I'm not gonna start with the Blur. Let's get that up my sleeve, first upgrade. What do we think? 1 less card each turn? I definitely can't give up cards per turn after this. Or, sorry, I can't give up the second option after this. I can't be only able to play a card each turn kind of thing. Or 3 cards each turn, but like, mine have such low impact, I really need to be able to play all of them. This has all worked out pretty well so far. Yeah, this one, unfortunately, I do have to take Disintegration because I can't only play 3 cards in a turn like this. Double Blur. Another Blur. Strike. Shiv. Defend. We're going to be retaining that Blur for a while. Smooth out our curve. Oh, hell yeah. Piercing Wail just removes all the enemy damage for this turn. But yeah, my defense scaled very well, which we can see right now. My offense, however, the same can't be said. And with this enemy healing and applying additional stacking debuffs to us, time is not a luxury we have to waste like that. Alright, 15 damage a turn now. Thank heck I've got Paper Crane, otherwise I'd already be really screwed. Alright. 16, 15, 31 incoming this turn. Okay. 12, 12, 24. We have lethal. Good lord! Just scraping by on every boss. What is with this? Shadow Step, discard your hand, next attack, next turn, attacks deal double damage. That's not especially good for us, because discarding our hand prevents us from getting most of our attack damage. The Hunt would just be additional card draw. Tools the Trade, Tools the Trade is good. There's nothing wrong with it, you take it. God, none of these are helping me. God. 3 attacking to deck, give them instinct. Is that really the difference between me and doing well? Is double damage on Predator? I thinkn't. The first card you play each combat is played an additional time. I have no reliable opening card. Sigh, 7 block a turn. You know... Can I get a kunai? Can I have a goddamn kunai? Can I have a shuriken? Can I have a shirai or a kuriken, please? I just need some ninja tools, please. My shinobi weapons. Ugh. Am I upgrade hungry? No, not really. Tools of Trade would like an upgrade. Cloak and Dagger would like an upgrade. Those are the only ones that really need anything. So how do I get maximum value outside of upgrades on this floor? Question marks. Look for a busted event. Like, I'm literally at the point where I don't think I can match the scaling of the game at the moment. So I've got to figure out a way to light sheet and steal. I got to light sheet and steal my way into winning. This big potion bar could certainly help. Vulnerable. And weakened. Get God. Duplicator is very important. I don't think upgraded leading strike is the difference between me and doing well here. Hell yeah. Good early sucker punch there. I'm willing to take 2 damage this turn in order to draw 2 additional cards next turn. Big hand. Shadow Meld. Double blur. Blur. Hell yeah. Bunch of strikes. And then it Tools the Trade. 55 block, eh? Keep it for 3 turns. Pretty pleased with that. I'm going to drop the Ascender's Bane. We shouldn't cycle through this deck again. So it shouldn't matter whether or not that card could have been drawn again later. Radiant Tincture, second Phantom. I mean, look, I'm not going to spit in the face of the first, like, scaling I've been offered, which is another Phantom Blades. I've been looking for accuracy this whole goddamn time, by the way. Accuracy in Venom, Finisher I would have taken. Damn, there's no end to the list of things that I would have taken to try and make this shit build better, but if I've only got Phantom Blades, I'll play it. You know, it's really frustrating to have this hand this turn. Shadow Meld would be very useful in later turns. Both the Dagger Sprays would be extremely useful on later turns. We had so much damage. Oh. Okay, 17 incoming. Yeah. So my first Shiv does 24 additional damage each turn. That's pretty good. And I do just get to hold him in hand and use Blur to barricade between my turns. I'm liking this more and more. I should make some time to throw some of these shivs at the Fabricator. Beautiful. 24 damage. Oh no! How dare you! Godbot, you shielded the Fabricator. You ruined my plans. Now what am I gonna do? Hit him with 3 strikes in order to make it vulnerable and then accidentally kill him too early? Huh? Oh, I order. Let's see what's on this left buff. I mean, I guess I probably try and slide through here to remove that. Regret for 2 random relics, right? Oh no, I get to choose the upgrades for shame as well. Okay. I choose Cloak and Dagger and Tools to Trade. Thank you. Clumsy gives us additional block if we don't play any attacks in a turn. A thing that ideally we never do. Game piece. Whenever you play a power, draw 1 card. I'll take this elite. Good God. Let's use the Swift Potion and see if I can block this. Well, hey, I mean, we blocked a lot more than I thought we were going to there. Alright, I gotta make sure I've only got 1 Shiv in hand by the end of this turn, though. Because next turn I'm gonna get 5 cards added to my hand, and I'd select to draw the full hand. Still haven't actually got a neutralize to stick, unfortunately. It would really be good to have you weakened next turn. Sucker Punch is left in the draw pile, but I'm not guaranteed to draw it. I will still have vulnerability set up by next turn, though. Sorry, vulnerability block set up. So I don't have that high of a block requirement. Additional 20 would be enough, and be stopping short of an additional 20. There's that Sucker Punch. Good to see you, friend. I don't care how late you are to duty, I'm just glad to see you. Ideal outcome is kill next turn, because I'm not going to be blocking. Oh boy. Ideal outcome is already not available. If I use Duplicator, I could kill. But I've also got 19 block I can just throw on top of this and then take 7 damage this turn. Keep the Duplicator potion. Oh, it's actually only 3, right? I forgot about the Ripple Basin. Strike Dummy. Hey, pretty good with Tez Kataras. Precise Cuts. I don't think maybe I empty out my hand often enough for Precise Cut to be pretty good. Do I have enough draw for it to be pretty good, though? I don't think I do. God damn, I'm really not getting any support for draw. I'm happy to see footwork, of course. Should I? I don't think I should test my luck by going for that elite. I feel like best case scenario, I end up possibly having to give it one of my potions in order to take pass. And again, remember the lying, cheating, and stealing? Still necessary, as it turns out. Yeah, absolutely. Nothing about that's changed. Beautiful. Thank you for blocking. I really appreciate it, buddy. Makes my job a lot easier. Thank you for blocking, buddy. It makes my job a lot easier. Huh. Deja vu. Flick Flack, Blade Dance, Sucker Punch. None of those are needed. Hit the left again, because I'm not going to accidentally opposite decision that I previously made. No. I was right about that one, I think. Beautiful. Oh, damn, this blur is working so well. I've almost never had this fight go as well as this. Yep. That'll do it. Oh my god! Oh no, wait, Happy Flower and Pendulum are not synced up. I thought they were for a second there. Oh, they are! Hell yeah. I'll do it. I'm going to intentionally waste a turn there in order to increment both of them so that they both activate on the top of the fight next top of the next fight. So in the next fight, I'm going to draw 8 cards in the opening hand and have 4 energy to play with. Hand Trick. I mean, it's upgraded, but I don't discard cards, so it's not really that relevant. Still a big block card. I'm not reducing the opening hand size. I'll be resting after this. Tough. Alrighty. See what we can do against these heads. So glad to see that Sucker Punch there. I do suspect this will be the easier of my elite combats. Just given how many cards I have to play and how Eon Glass responds to you playing a bunch of cards. So I'm pretty mad about it, actually. He gets really upset. Neutralize. God, I wish these shivs were doing more than just 4 damage apiece when I have to throw extra ones away. Yep. The blur wall is going to be getting worse and worse and worse as time goes on here. It's hanging on pretty well right now, but it's a... Actually, you know what? Die. I'm going to use the explosive potion so that I can force your next phase change and keep my blur wall for that, because 33 is the first hit from that, which is incoming now. I can spray that out of here. And then ideally next turn I get another blur to continue this. There's one. Just needed the one. That gives us the ability to get all the way down here to Sucker Punch. And we're back on the other blur. Okay, we might actually be able to ride this in. We gotta throw away those additional shivs. We're gonna be drawing an additional card and gaining an additional energy this turn. We'll go automatically discard the blur. Perfect. We get, sorry, automatically discard the burn, rather. Keep the blur. It's going to come to a stop soon because we no longer have any blurs left in the double draw pile, and I don't have any draw to get back to it, so... This is the last time we build the blur arcade for a bit. I don't think I have 185 damage lurking in the rest of this deck right now, though. Oh, that's not going to be a very defensive hand. Yep. I mean, I feel like I'm not going to end up needing to do a postmortem for this run because I told you the entire run what I was looking for, some way to scale my offense while doing all of this, and I told you all of the outs I was looking for to do it. Now, I might have needed to be open to more outs than I ended up selecting, or maybe adjust my path in order to give myself more chance to hit those outs. But yeah, it's just damage scaling is the thing that's missing here. Oh god, it's tragic as well. It's real close. Like, all of the boss fights have been here. Let's hit that backflip. Fine. I'm gonna duplicate the Predator. Enemy goes exactly down. I don't see it against Eon Glass. I just don't. I'll give it my God's honest, though. This one's probably going to be my tincture turn. Yeah, it's tincture turn. I'll do it. Pretty much all the setup I need to accomplish. Right, of course. Sorry, I forgot about you tools of trade. Now, that's pretty much all of the setup I needed to accomplish. Now, the enemy's going to be withering me for every card I play. I should only really play the impactful ones. Okay, getting the enemy closer to weaken this, setting up shivs. Lovely to actually be able to get rid of a lot of the withers here. That's huge. Made the enemy vulnerable. The fact that you'll be consistently giving yourself block and therefore giving me the ability to make you vulnerable, that's a little bit of damage scaling. It's not all of it. It's not enough, but it's a little bit. 42 damage from a shiv, from the first shiv each turn. Oh, that's... Oh, it's tough to light cheat and steal right now. I'm not even going to break your block if I throw those. I think I keep the 4 block from Ripple Basin. This one's a tough time, though. Now, 5 health left. That can happen exactly 0 more times until I die. Possible I draw Blur next turn. The new discard pile is stupid right now, though. Most of it is withers that deal 12 damage if they end in our hands, so that's pretty much game end right there. All right. $32, 12, yeah, we're dead. Wait, what if I don't play anything? 42, 42, 12, 30. If I don't play any cards this turn, we can survive. I need to not have played any attacks. I didn't play any attacks. Yeah, I didn't play any attacks. Okay. I mean, look, we survived one more turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and what are the odds I can do 57 damage next turn? I mean, if I lay a Shiv on dead right now, so it's just try it. Yeah, I literally have to go all out. I have no other choice here. You are actually goddamn kidding me. You are actually kidding me! This is the closest run I've ever had in my entire life. We are 1 HP off of beating Eon Glass. I'm also 3 HP away from dead. We also just squeaked by on every other single boss this entire run. Holy hell. I'm not even mad. I'm thrilled that this made it this far. But it also means, like, 1 point of strength. Literally 1 point of strength. God damn. Even with 60 more HP, I wasn't surviving that turn. So that's when the fight was ending. Alas, I'll refer to you my pre-mortem, my earlier post-mortem. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left has been the series playlist for all of my content on the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. I Republic thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Eloise. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.